Hi, my name is Katarina Sullivan and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today we will be talking about the different options you have available to you to ensure you have the opportunity to vote in the upcoming referendum. If you can't make it to the polling booth in your suburb on October 14, don't worry, there are a number of options available to you. These options include pre-polling, remote voter services, postal voting, overseas voting, and interstate voting for the upcoming voice referendum on October 14. Postal voting is a great option if you can't make it to your local polling place on referendum day. You can apply for a postal vote online or by phone. To apply online, visit the Australian Electoral Commission or AEC website, www.aec.gov.au. Click 2023 referendum, scroll down to where it says apply for a postal vote, and then click on apply now. Not just anyone can apply for a postal vote. You need to fit one of the following criteria. 1. You're outside of the division where you were enrolled to vote on October 14. 2. You're more than 8 kilometers from a polling place. 3. You might be traveling. 4. You might be unable to leave your workplace to vote. 5. You are seriously ill, infirm, or due to give birth shortly, or caring for someone who is. 6. You could be a patient in hospital and not be able to vote at the hospital. 7. You might have religious beliefs that prevent you from attending a polling place. 8. You could be in prison serving a sentence of less than 3 years, or otherwise be detained. 9. You might be a silent elector. Or 10. There's a possibility you could have a reasonable fear for your safety. If you know you will satisfy one of these criteria on October 14, click on Apply for a Postal Vote, and then click on it again on the next page. In this form, you will need to give your reason as to why you are applying for a postal vote, as well as your first name and last name, your address, your preferred delivery address, whether or not you need to receive your paper postal vote form by a specific date, and your contact details. You will also need to set a security question. When you complete your postal vote, you will be required to write the answer to this security question on the envelope containing your ballot paper. This will ensure your identity is verified when completing the ballot paper. You then need to declare all this information is true and click Submit. If you don't want to apply online, you can call the AEC on 13 23 26 and request a paper postal vote to be sent via mail. Applications for postal votes close by 6 p.m. on October 11. All completed postal votes need to be received by the AEC by 6 p.m. on referendum day in order for the vote to be counted. Pre-polling is also an option if you can't make it to your local polling place on election day. You can vote early at any pre-polling centre in Australia from October 2nd to October 13th. To find your nearest pre-polling centre, head to www.aec.gov.au. On the homepage, click on Find a Place to Vote. Here you can say you want to vote before referendum day. Then enter the postcode in which you want to vote. Click Find Polling Places and a list of locations will show up. If you are overseas on referendum day, you can still vote in the voice referendum. You can vote in person at an overseas voting centre or by post. To find your nearest overseas voting centre, visit the AEC website. Click on Referendum 2023 and then click Overseas Voting. Click the drop-down list of voting locations. From here, you can browse your nearest overseas polling location. If you are interstate on election day, you can also still vote in the voice referendum. You can vote in person at an interstate voting centre or by post. To find your nearest interstate voting centre, visit the AEC website. Click Find a Place to Vote. We're going to select on referendum day and enter our suburb that we are voting in, not our normal suburb of residence. You will then be asked if you live in the state of the suburb you have selected. Choose No, and then hit Find Polling Places. A list of locations will show up. These are all interstate-friendly voting locations. If you live in a remote area, you can also use remote voter services. To find your nearest remote voting centre, head to the AEC website and click Find a place to vote. This time, select Remote Voting Schedule. Here you can see a list of remote voting centres that started operating on Monday 25th September. They are broken up by state and territory. If you can't make it to one of these centres, make sure you apply for your postal vote ASAP. So my banana-covered assistant and I want to recap some of these important dates leading up to the Voice referendum. Firstly, applications for postal votes close on October 11 at 6 p.m. Pre-polling centres open on October 2nd and close on October 13. And just a note, pre-polling centres are closed on public holidays. Referendum day is October 14. I hope this information has been helpful. If you have any questions about pre-polling, postal voting, remote voter services, overseas voting, interstate voting, please drop a comment below. While I've got your attention, here are some additional tips for voting in the Voice referendum. Firstly, if you're voting by post, apply early so that you have enough time to receive and return your ballot paper. Secondly, if you're voting overseas, make sure you check the opening hours of the overseas voting centre or the deadline for returning your postal vote. And finally, if you are voting interstate, make sure you find out where your nearest interstate voting centre is located. In the next video, I will be talking about how the vote will be decided. Spoiler alert, it's not as simple as counting yes versus no votes. There's another layer to it, so make sure you tune in. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below to let me know if you're postal voting, remote voting, pre-polling, interstate voting, overseas voting. I'd love to see all the different ways people vote this year. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for future content, follow me on social media as your self-appointed mentor, do all the things, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.